Ooh, let's go. Memeing. Memeing. Dipping my hand in memes. What's up, dudes? What's up, traders? Welcome back. We got a little spice today. So I'm going to start the episode off by saying, looks like I was wrong. Told you guys I'm wrong sometimes. We were looking for further downside here, and we got a little reversal. But does this still fit what we were looking for yesterday? What do we expect next? We're going to take a look here. We're also going to peek at some coins today. We're going to look at Cardano, DOGE, and HBAR. I just picked some random ones that search had jumped up for, so people are looking for them. First things first, Bitcoin. This is actually why I'm streaming today. Wasn't really... I was going to. But anyway, we have some serious spice. So the last few days we've been battling with the 100 daily moving average. We lost it. That was not great. It was bearish even. We were looking for lower targets around 35 area. However, today, at least in the condition the candle's in at the moment, things are looking decent. Now, there's 5 hours to go, and we can see here our blue moving average here is the 100 daily. That's what we were talking about. Lost it 2 days ago. Yesterday we back tested it. Today we're back at it, slightly trading over it. This is very spicy. So what this is suggesting, if we get a good close today, we may not be returning to 35. We may be going straight up for the 20 weekly, 200 daily. However, plenty of time to close below. Here's what I've been saying to people today. Everyone has been crazy about shorting. Last 2 months, everybody short everything. How many times did people short 30K just to watch it go back up? This is when a trader might consider a short. Now, I'm not shorting. I expect Bitcoin to resume its bull run. Shorting, for me, that's way too much risk. I don't need it. I don't need that extra risk and extra reward. However, if you're crazy about it, if you're bearish, there's two spots. We got the 20 above us, 45K, and we got right here. These are both smart trades. Smart trades don't always work, doesn't guarantee you money, but these are both smart trades. Instead of randomly trying to just open a position in this chop, now we've done something significant. We've moved above a major moving average, fallen back below it, and now we're back at it. Back testing it. We've been looking for very similar moves as long as we've been charting, and here we are. I think, in my opinion, let's put it that way. When it's your opinion, it's never financial advice. In my opinion, a short here could be played with a stop loss above our daily resistance. That's probably about 40,600 in that area. However, again, I'm not doing it. I'm ready for more up. So I'm looking more so for that 20 weekly, 200 daily. But it's really going to come down to today. I know it seems like that is the case a lot, but when you're flirting with something like this, here we take it down to the hourly. Take it down to the hourly here, and we're looking at our 100 daily moving average next to our hourly candles, and we can see we are literally at the 100. We can identify resistance back here at the 100. 1 touch, 2 touch, 3 touch, 4 touches rejected. Had a little consolidation here, but didn't really... a little consolidation, fake break. But then we have another rejection. This is a serious level. This is a level that is not just random, picked out of a hat. You can see the market reacting to it. If we can move above today, we'd love a back test too. If we can move above and close, things are looking great, as I said, to the 200 daily. What we're looking at as well, we have a large retracement, at least for the hourly time frame. We were expecting this pattern to break up, so we weren't totally off base yesterday. We were expecting it to break up. If we look at our Fibonacci retracement tool, connect our highs and our lows, we find that our 0.5 to 618 box right above us, 40,000 to 40,600. So really lining up with what I said about the 100 and a potential position, the stop in that theoretical trade would be above the 618. So you'd be looking for a deeper retrace to close that position. Best of luck if you attempt it. Really, I just feel bad. I feel bad for some of these people who have been yelling about shorts for months, saying it's going to go lower. I sold my stack. It's going to go lower. And it at least hasn't to this point. Got to learn. Trading is a learning game. Betting against the corns is a very dangerous one. So we did see this break up, this descending channel, wedge, whatever you call it. Now we're here. This is just the most important price action, or most important price point to us. Within many percents, I would say. Within many. If we look at our extensions up here, we would look for a measured move right around 46 and 48. If we retake 42 here after moving above the 100, this is kind of what I would expect. Now, I don't really think that's what's going to happen today. That would be probably too easy, too simple. Bitcoin's not a fan of that. So let's go through these time frames quick, starting from, as we have been, the lower time frames, working our way up. But we're going to take this quicker than usual because I'm going to just point out the ones I like. 5 minute sketchy. Sketchy at best. But RSI is remaining high. 15 minute, we see a little rolling over, which is interesting because we're already up, but we can see that selling momentum waning off. 15 minute is back in solid position with money flow trending up. And we see even potentially a little bearish fake out. So we're going to be looking for the 15 minute to make some moves here. Maybe during this episode, we'll find out. RSI remaining high. Awesome. We can see bullish divergence on all of our lows here as RSI is coming down. And well, also bearish divergence on our highs. It's funny how that does happen a lot. You get both. It's confusing. See lows coming up, highs coming up. RSI is doing the opposite, so we have bullish divergence on our lows and bearish divergence on our highs. Typically, you kind of just consult with whatever direction the trend is in locally. So here, I would say let's go with the bull divergence over the bear, but that's just a personal taste. 30 minute, similar to the 15, money flow rolling up. This is a little contradictory here as momentum's been moving to the downside, so we're going to need to see some kind of fake out momentum candle on the 30. That could be started by that rally on a 15. Or else we're looking for negative momentum with the last two momentum lows coming down. That could be threatening. Luckily, we have our momentum highs coming up as well. A lot of kind of canceling out things here. Once we zoom out to the 30 minute, we don't see the same divergence that we did on the lower time frames. We can see the RSI lows are actually coming up. So are the highs. Just an interesting observation, not exactly actionable. You don't see that all the time. All right, moving to the hour. Oh, the hour. Hour's still looking sketchy. So the 15, the 30, really the smallest time frames are looking good, but we're not seeing it yet as we zoom out to the hour. What this might mean to me is, yeah, we might be looking to move above that 100 intraday, but we don't have solid evidence that it's gonna stick. That's what I'm taking from this so far. Money flow has waned off. We have seen it move down, but we do see it kind of creeping back up here. We want to see that continue. And so what that means is we're going to be relying on that 15-minute rollover, 30-minute translate out to the hour. Might look something like that. It's going to be a fake out move. If it's going to fit, if we're going to keep moving up, there's going to be some kind of gotcha price action. 2 hour does not look great. And I've been following the 2 hour mostly for the last few months as I found it to be a really great time frame to look at. Momentum is up and it's continuing to grow on the 2 hour, but our money flow doesn't look great. Our highs and our oscillators, we see that on MACD, just not high enough yet. That could still change, but just not high enough yet. It's definitely impressive. It's definitely nice to see. You can see it here on RSI as well. We've had a pretty impressive rally up, but we're nowhere near our previous highs in RSI. Luckily, we're not near our highs in price either. That's the one saving grace of that. We're really going to have to see more power behind this rally. Ooh, okay, 4 hour. Interesting. Interesting. This is now the first time frame that really is interesting to me. So we do have that, what we were looking for in the 2 hours, slightly higher high here on MACD. I'd like to see it close that way in the next 32 minutes, so we'll be live during it. We'll check it out. Ooh. 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 So we saw the 4 hour money flow rolling over. Originally, we had seen it building. We saw it roll over, and that's why we were looking for lower price points. Looking for lower lows locally. But what we see is that this is A little fake out here. We see that money flow dipped to red, dipped to negative. Money was leaving the market, but only for what? One candle. Two candles, one candle. That's kind of a fake out scenario like I was talking about that we're looking for on lower time frames. Now this one candle doesn't make me feel comfortable enough. I want to see this close here or higher, and then I want to see it continue. If we have a 4-hour close here now solid and the next 4-hour close is weaker and we have waning momentum, then this MACD looks very ugly. The reason I say that is our highs have been moving down and our lows have been moving down. So our selling momentum has been increasing since the 27th of July, and we haven't seen a response. We haven't seen a bullish wave come and pick that momentum back up, and I think that's really self-evident right here. Look at this huge swing on the negative. That is deep. Now there is going to be likely some kind of bullish divergences made by this swing low. That's why we like that coiled, tight, descending high, descending low formation, because it almost always breaks to the upside. And it brings our oscillators down very low, and that can open up a lot of possibility for divergence. We just don't really have, we just don't really have it. We just don't really have it yet. I think that's yet to be seen. Let's go to that 12. 12-hour, beautiful. All right, we don't even need indicators. We're going to use our eye indicators here. Look at these bad boys. Look at this. I remember talking about loss of momentum yesterday, and I said, this is the candle that I see the momentum increasing in, and now I'm seeing the momentum decrease. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just 6 in a row red. Look at this beaut. 4.5 hours to go. Let's hope it closes that way. I want to put the fib up on here too. See what it looks like on the 12. Yeah. All right. So we're still, obviously still not out of the woods. We're not at 40. We're not at our 0.5 retrace yet. But it's looking solid, man. I think I might have to even switch back to lower time frames here in a second, because it looks like she's a moving. Real quick, let's peek at the daily. Hope that it doesn't take off too far without us. We see a bullish engulfed daily if we can close above 39,150. So far, so good. We have daily local support sitting 38.2 right below us. So let's peek back at that hourly. What's going on? Ooh, maybe my spidey senses were tingling wrong. No, I'm right. They're a little higher high. So to recap, our lower time frames are pointing up. They're looking solid. We see not just one or two, like kind of two little pieces. There we go. We're seeing steady flow of momentum on low time frames. It hasn't translated out to the hourly yet. 12 hour is looking to retrace. I'm trying to think in my head now. 12 hours looking to retrace. I got distracted by the green. 12 hours looking to retrace to the upside, and daily, we didn't quite look at these yet. So this was a really disappointing chart yesterday, and fingers crossed that's remedied today. This candle closing where it is could be the answer, or at least the start. Can't make a definitive call there yet. Need to see this close. I think it's really going to come down to, do you close above or below the 100 daily right here? Bam. 39,614. What a battle. What a battle. You can even just see on the hourly here, this is just a good visual for you guys. You can just see all of these moving averages just stacked on top of price. Price was a little too far away from them, so it came up and met them. This is why I was talking about a short earlier. No, I'm not bearish. You guys know I'm never bearish. But that doesn't mean I only look at a chart one way. They're just, with all these moving averages in the 100 daily, this is just a probability play. And again, I'm not trading it, but if you guys are going to do so, if you're gonna short, might as well do it. Might as well do it at a good time, not at the bottom. That's kind of why I said it. What are you guys thinking? We have some really serious market research going on in the poll below. What's your favorite color? It's very serious. Please take it seriously. Please don't manipulate the results. Okay, last value. Cool. Let's put an alert here. I have a feeling that before this stream is over, we're gonna see some spicies. Some spicy Wysies. So let's keep those alerts on. We're going to take a peek here at Doge first, I guess. Doge first? We're going to do Doge. We're going to do HBAR. We're going to do Cardano. And then I'm going to read the chat. So guys, if I'm not reading the chat, don't be surprised. But while I do this, before I get too distracted as I do every episode, please make sure you've liked the new stream. It's so important. I can show you guys, I'll show you guys at a different time when it's a chiller stream, the analytic difference we've had in the last few, like 2 or 3 weeks. Never has our channel ranked so well in search and gotten so much traffic from search. Typically it's only like 8%. It's up to like 20 or 15. So you guys out there who are subscribing during the lives, who are liking the live streams, who are voting in the polls and chatting while we're live, you're all of your hard work is paying off. Keep it up. Really appreciate you guys. Discord link is pinned to the top of the chat. Patreon link top of the chat. Check out Patreon. Still very early in the month. If you're looking to invest in yourself as a trader, check it out. Sign up early. Don't wait till the middle of the month. It doesn't prorate. Boom. Moving on. No more chill. All right. Doge. I'm going to zoom out here on Doge because I had all of these levels, but I have a feeling that all these levels aren't as relevant anymore. So on the monthly, none of these levels look very relevant, and the one that isn't even there. Monthly resistance, 33.8 cents. Let's move it down to the week. 33.8. That lines up with the weekly. Are you ready, Patrick G? Are you ready? Oh, he's ready. All right, let me thin this out. These don't look super relevant anymore. Oh, these are actually different. Womp. So monthly resistance at 33.8. Weekly a little higher. Little higher. Where we got? Right here? Something like that? 37.1. Decent range. 25.2. Okay, this is going to definitely be the battleground. So 25.2 on the weekly here. We consolidated there before going to 69 cents. Nice. Now it looks like we've got a little bounce. It's our weekly indicator showing us a little bit of rolling over perhaps on the weekly. If we didn't see this, it would be really bad. The entire market sees this right now. Any coin that doesn't look like it's rolling over on the weekly from negative to positive, not in a good condition. Money flow, this is the surprise for me. This is the surprise for me. Money flow on Doge on the weekly is actually pretty solid. Now we are swinging low here. Our VWAP did come down. However, if we look at our highs, this is what we talk about all the time about money flow. 1, 2, 3 highs, each higher than the previous, and our lows, the same thing. We have the exact same, at least for now. This is cutting it very close, but it's dang good. Wow. I was surprised. It's weird to think that because this has not been moving much. Has not been doing too much, so it is odd to see that. Oh, whatever. I like it. Let's move it down to the daily. Okay, trading below the 20 weekly as well. 25.2 cents. This is the major battle for Doge. Major battle for Doge. 25.2. Our descending low trend from the previous consolidation period still untouched. It does look like Doge broke out of its descending high trend here, but it seems to be failing to find momentum. You know, we see this breakout, and now we have kind of this lackluster curved top. However, I'm actually I'm betting that this moves to that 25.2. There we go. Yeah, that's a pretty confident call. So probably look, if I was trading this, probably look at the 20. Look to stop right around our lows. 15, maybe I'd even take 15.9. Here we go. And look to play it up. Have to go higher than that. That risk to reward's terrible. There's a play there. There's a play there. We're gonna talk. We'll think about it more later. Not gonna do the math in my head right now. Boop. There we are. I think, yeah, looking like it really does want to test that 25.2 cents. We see that this is really not a super strong looking pattern, as I said, but where it's consolidating, we see that's on top of 19 cents. I'm not even sure where I got that from, because if you look, it's not connected to anything. But either way, it's acting as support. Seeing many touches to it, which is weakening it. However, it hasn't broke it yet. That could be the signal to stop that position. Break of 19. You're on top of the 20. I think this actually looks surprisingly good. Now, the daily, not quite as beautiful as the weekly. We're going to definitely need to see this roll over. Money flow is coming back down to see if it can put in a lower low. But looking at the weekly, I don't think that's probable. I don't think that's probable. No divergence on your lows on the daily, unfortunately, and potentially bearish divergence on your highs. Actually, our indicators on the daily are not so bullish. Weird. Weird. Doge might have some more downside. This really does get ugly for Doge if you start trading below. Then you have that same thing I was kind of pointing out with Ethereum, that this looks a lot like... That looks a lot like 2018 in BTC. You have the lower highs and you have the flat bottom. It's interesting. I'm going to keep an eye. And actually, I'm definitely going to put an alert for this bad boy. Let's put an alert here. I want to know. If Doge breaks 19 cents, it's going to be important to me. Oh, important to this chart. Just can't find any bullish divergence on slows, can it? 12-hour looks more similar to the daily than the weekly. Hopefully rolling over there. Let's go to 4 and then we'll be done with Doge. Man, can't catch a break here. Looking for stuff. Can't catch a break. A little fake out of money flow. VWAP still trending up. Man, it's rough. I thought it was going to be an easy call. No, it's not. I still think that I think the edge is still on testing 25.2 cents. The last thing I'm going to do here before we move on is I just want to see the retracement. Always want to see the retracement. Come on. There it is. Doesn't really line up with too much. Something strikes me the wrong way here. I don't know. We'll have to come check on it. Yeah. Moving on. HBAR. HBAR, you haven't moved either. Testing is 200 daily. It seems to have found support. $100 above. This is really, really tight. This is a really tight chart. This has been ranging. This actually is starting to remind me of ADA. Let's get rid of these momentum thingies. It's starting to remind me of ADA. You have a lot of consolidation for HBAR BTC. This is the chart we're looking at. 473 sats is the support that is held, at least so far. As long as it can trade above that, things are looking decent. Hold the 200. Let's zoom it out. I think that's my issue here. Yep. You can see the monthly closes from 2020 here on HBAR BTC acting as support on the monthly now. We have monthly resistance above 628 sats. That's likely the trading range till we break one or the other. Weekly does look to be the first signs of rolling over, I would say. No real divergence except for bearish divergence on our high here. Man, I gotta stop. I gotta stop just picking random charts because I think they're gonna be spicy, and they're not that spicy. Basically, we're in a trading range here. We have a weaker resistance at 560. We have our monthly up at 630, and below us, about 900 to 400 or 500 to 473 is likely a support range, and this is probably gonna trade in it. Probably just gonna trade that range until it breaks it one way or the other. Dang. Bearish divergence here. Your momentum is coming up. Dang it. Come on, I want spicy charts. At least, all right, moving on. ADA. At least ADA I know is going to be at least a little spicy. So what we got yesterday and what we've been looking for is closes above or $1.31. Close above 100 would be amazing for ADA, wouldn't it? I would take it. I didn't have that much. I'd be a bajillionaire. Closes above $1.35. That is the major level that we've been watching, that we're still watching. We were watching yesterday, and we got to close. We have a nice little signal here that we identified yesterday. You're not going to find this on any other channel. You have our bullish kissing. Boom. Right here on the 20 and 200. Price does seem to be staying above and away from that 20. We were talking about using the 20 and the 200 potentially as a stop loss for this. Potentially, but that's a nice signal. I think the edge is on, continuing to the upside here. I think the edge is there. It's really got to pick its butt up, though. $1.29. All right. Same things on here as always, really. We're looking to hold $1 on ADA. If ADA breaks below $1 significantly, closes on any large time frame, it's going to be ugly. All of a sudden, you have this huge consolidation range. Almost, at this point, it's like 6 months now here, right? 173 days in this range. 173 days. If you break below, things look really bad, because now you have an awful head and shoulders. You'd expect it to sell off, probably come back to about $1 to back test and find sellers. I don't think it's going to do that. I don't think it's going to do that, honestly. This coin has really held this range very strong, and outside of some kind of black swan event where Bitcoin dumps ridiculously, I think ADA is going to hold this dollar range. It finally closed yesterday, opened below, closed above $1.31, and I think things are looking pretty good. You can see it really did find buyers at its 50 daily, 100 daily at $1.46, so break at that level. It's also daily resistance, likely to be the sign that this is going to continue to the upside. This is where I'd look, right here. So I'm going to add an alert. Boom. All right, got through everything. That was easy. Now I get to rechat. Sweet. Let me pop this out. 260 watching. 75% of you, with almost 200 votes, prefer the color green. Nice. Nice. I learned recently that I have, I don't remember the name, crap. I learned it and unlearned it already. Slight red-green color blindness. So to me, they're the same colors. You know, I don't judge. Now, if you haven't voted in the poll yet, please just smash one of the buttons. Helps the stream get engagement. Same thing with likes and subscribes. Please do all those things. And I'm going to close the poll. It's going to be official, so you gotta vote if you want to vote. If you love democracy, hit the vote button now. If you really love democracy, hit the like button and subscribe buttons. If you hate democracy, hit the like button and subscribe buttons. There you go. I think 6 people snuck it in. Looks like 10 people snuck it in now. I'll give it a second. It jumped up by quite a few. I'll start reading. What's up, Greg T? You have red, green? Yeah, me too. Apparently, so I learned that when I was 18. I had no idea, because it's not that bad. I learned it in science class when we were passing around those circle dots. And I thought everybody, like I literally thought everyone was pranking me. I was like, what do you, there's no numbers on this. Like, what are you talking about? And then I took a, what is it, M-Chroma's test online. The people that sell those like colorblind fixing glasses. And yeah, have like the most common one. I might get a pair. It's a little intimidating though. All right, let's close this poll up. 193 votes, 73% green. All right, well, colorblind people unite, man. We're the best. We don't judge, right? Everybody else with their colors, we don't judge. We just love unconditionally because we don't know any different. Dirty Jersey, man. Thanks for chiming in. Caleb Gibson, what's up, dude? You've been in ETH since January. You're holding for the long term? Probably be all right. Probably be all right. Color patterns. AKA. Buy the rumors, sell the news today. Caleb, yeah, we can look at ETH. We can look at Ethereum. I actually have Ethereum pulled up. I even have it pulled up in preparation because it blasted way past our target yesterday and moved right to weekly resistance again. We'll take a look at this in a second. This is our target from the stream the other day. It wasn't looking good down here, but as long as 24.44 held, it was going to look to the upside. And it did. So, TA respected. Dan Murphy, my man. You love green? Me too. I love it. Blue is actually my favorite color, but I don't like blue colored candles for some reason. Tech News, how you doing? Foghorn Leghorn. What's up, bro? Fella traders. Ecombs, the beautiful, wonderful Ecombs is here. Good to have you. Good to have you, darling. James Faulkner, how you doing, brother? World leading expert. I wonder what are you a world leading expert on? I would love to know. What's up, Rico? Rico is spreading propaganda about me. I don't know why. He's on a mission. I love him anyway. Not Elon Musk missed the analysis. Sorry, Elon. Not Elon. Almost called you Elon. Ingato got it. All right, everybody wants to look at Ethereum. We're going to look at Ethereum. Just going to read the chat. Vida. Ignacio Vitali. Hey, Ignacio, did you follow me on Twitter? Was I don't normally remember everyone who follows me on Twitter, but I think there was someone that had a similar name to that, like today, and I was like, that's an interesting name. I'm double checking here quick. Ah, it was you. It was you. Here's why I actually saw it. I'll pull it up. So I tweeted at Tyler S today, another YouTuber. I like his stuff. He's funny. It's a little different content, some TA, but he's really funny. He's a great entertainer, content creator. And he followed me back on Twitter. And Ignacio Vitali, you were the next. I don't know. It just grouped you guys together. This is why I remembered it. Funny. Small world. Small Twitterverse. All right, let's peek at Ethereum here. Let's peek at Ethereum. Yo, False Flags and Sylv, good to see you guys. Well, thanks for finally joining us. You're both late. You're both late. Blue is the best color. That's actually facts. That's scientifically, mathematically proven by me. I'm not going to cite my sources. Ethereum. Ethereum. Everyone's asking about Ethereum. It's in a precarious spot. Before we get too into the chart about Ethereum, I'll just kind of give out an idea or two here of how I see crypto, especially when it comes to updates, developments, tech kind of thing. So it relates to EIP, whatever's going on tomorrow. So yes, upgrading the software, upgrading the protocol, I don't even know what you want to call it, that can definitely add value to a coin. I don't know anything about EIP, whatever. I know very little. I don't know enough to determine how much value it adds. But in general, it's kind of a double-edged sword. Because on one end, people start speculating about the upgrade. So that's likely even what's happening. They're speculating about the upgrade. They have high hopes. And maybe they're well-founded. I don't know. But they have high hopes, and we see price typically increase. The other side of that sword is once it's released, now whatever upgrade it is doesn't just have to kind of meet the expectations of what it promised. It has to kind of meet these expectations that we've made up in our heads, you know, like that are probably impossible to meet. So it is always a risky trade to try to take a trade right before something like this. It can go either way. It doesn't have to always be good or bad. But remember that there's more than just does it work. There's does it meet kind of all these speculators' opinions or whatever they've dreamed up it'll be. So just be careful. Be careful. We're going to take a look at the chart here. Monthly, same as we left it. 27.75. Monthly resistance. Easy peasy. Man, this 27 to 27.75 area. So we have a weekly resistance from back in May and June, and we have that monthly there. This is a pretty decent zone of resistance. I will say, I think if you break that, there's not a lot. There's really not a lot above you then. I think that's pretty clear. I think that's a pretty clear sale to close to the all-time high at least, if you can break it. I would like to see it break, and then I would like to see today close above it. That would be very confidence building for me. Very. Trying to get rid of this crap. There we go. The white dotted, I believe, is where the month or the year opened. We do, though, have support on Ethereum, so this could be an interesting play. If we do see kind of some of the speculation on it dump tomorrow, this is where I'd be looking. 2,300. Weekly support here, untested on the weekly. It would be a very technical play. Move up to weekly resistance, move back to weekly support, and then maybe you look to go higher, and now you've painted an inverse head and shoulders with a neckline, back tested, go higher. That'd be great. That's what I'd like to see. Weekly indicators rolling over. Thank goodness. If it wasn't, I'd be worried. And I would throw my hat in for TA because I would be totally blindsided by it. Money flow good as well. Excellent. Ethereum failed to make a lower low on its weekly. That's just what we saw on Doge. So that's plus. This actually even looks a little better on the weekly than Doge, as our VWAP is already positive and already higher than the swing in May. Solid weekly. I just want to see where these averages are. Look at that. 20 weekly moving average sitting at 24.44. That's where we were looking for it to hold. It held. All right. Zooming on down to the day. Daily currently bullish engulfed with a beautiful fake out candle. See, momentum is waning. And then today, if it can close here, it has faked out that momentum, I like to say. It was looking as if it was going to go roll over, and then, boom, you start increasing momentum again. I will say that is how a lot of very strong moves start. That's how a lot of them start. Daily looks solid as well. We rolled over to negative money flow, and now we're looking to roll back over. We're seeing a steady trend of money flow back to positive. We do see a little rolling over in our oscillators, but momentum oscillators, at least on Market Cipher, I really don't use them much. I just look to see kind of, are they higher or lower? VWAP, money flow, those are real indicators, in my opinion. There's many different ways to do it. But daily, we even see that VWAP looking to go positive again after, just like a day or two in the negative. I could easily see this happening. We were talking about this on lower time frames for BTC. Looking to test that high back in May. That'd be excellent. Now, that was a really brief trip in the red. October 2020 was the last time Ethereum on the daily had negative money flow. And now, I don't know, the last few weeks. Interesting. I would say the goal for today's close is pretty obvious, but this is YouTube, so I just have to be redundant. Today's close, pretty obvious on Ethereum here, 2,600. Close 2,600, you have a bullish engulfing on the daily, and that's great because into tomorrow, even if Ethereum isn't going to sell off on this upgrade, if we have some kind of market fake out where we see the day open red, we can come back and test that as support. And then we can have a very strong rally setup, having built support there. So even if we do see a downside into the start of tomorrow's candle, I think that if we close above 2,600, it's likely to bounce there. We have stronger supports below, as we said, 23. 24 unlikely, in my opinion, now to be that relevant. That was really only relevant to the other day. Ooh, look at this, though. We have a very strong pattern. Ooh, above 100. Very strong. This is another moving average kind of technique signal that I've made up. And I don't have a name for this one. I just say that this is a very powerful setup. When you see many moving averages bundled up, they typically send price. They send it, whether up or down. Totally depends. But this is usually a setup for volatility. That lines up with what we're seeing here on the close. So possibly Bitcoin and Ethereum. That makes sense. Looking for big closes today. Important closes today. Yeah. I like that. 20, 50, and 200 on the 2nd of August. We're at the exact same price. That means the average. So that means on August 2nd, the last 20 days, if you average all those prices together, was equal to the same thing if you took the last 50 days prices and average those together, which was also equal to the last 200. That is mathematically something that doesn't happen often. So it always catches my eye, and it's sitting at 2,100. So that's likely our last leg of support there. In the event, some black swan in the event, 2,100, probably where I'd be looking. Right down here, right at that support. But we're we have no signs of that at this point. Nothing to suggest that currently. RSI. RSI looks good on the daily, which is weird because we don't see this much on the market right now. We have highs and lows. We don't really have much divergence there, but we've moved back now to overbought. That's good. Up here, excellent. And price hasn't exceeded May 13th, May 12th. So we don't have bullish, or we don't have bearish divergence here. It's honestly really rare. You almost always do on the daily in crypto when you see this. So this rally is looking solid. This rally is looking solid. We're going to look into the 4. Here we go. On to the 4. Definitely going to pick up some bullish divergence off of those lows the other day, the 3rd yesterday when we streamed. Definitely. You see a really low swing on the 4-hour and momentum on our MACD and an RSI, but price didn't go anywhere. Did not go anywhere. Money flow trucking up. Wow. So this looks, money flow looks good on the weekly, on the daily. Now down to the 4-hour, it looks good. Oof. 2-hour has a little weakness here. You saw a little weakness earlier today, but it started to pick back up. It's already exceeded its local high. Looking for momentum to move up, match its previous high, exceed it. And that could bring money flow to a new high. That would be very solid. Be very solid. This chart's looking technically sound right now. Technically very sound. We see a brief trip to negative money flow. Second brief trip, but even briefer. And now we're seeing a stronger move to the upside. That is great. See a W there on money flow. This looks awesome. Glad everybody wanted to look at this. Good chart. Good chart to look at today, clearly. I should have had that in the title. On the hourly, we have some kind of support here. We can see prices consolidating between the resistance and the support. This is behaving very politely. Very politely. That's very clear. Very clear. 2,709 and 2,671. Beautiful. I wonder if we have some kind of pattern here. Something about this reminds me of Wyckoff. I'm trying to put my finger on why. I think it's this. And of course, this is on the 1 hour, so don't get too excited even if it is. But I like this consolidation above the previous high. I like that. That is definitely a sign of strength. Would not surprise me to see Ethereum trade higher today. 2776, that's probably where I would look. That is going to be, like we said, difficult area to break, but not impossible because this has been, Ethereum has been so strong. Over and over again, we've seen this. Since the 20th of July, we've seen Ethereum bounce from our support that we created, I don't know, all the way back here. We saw it bounce, and then we saw essentially it move up, consolidate below resistance, move above resistance, back test it as support, and then repeat. This is crazy bullish. You don't really see it this clean that often. But this is a great example of that. You can see I was excited enough to doodle it all. Doodle it. I'll draw it here. Bounced from support off of bullish divergence. Moved up to resistance, consolidated. Broke it. Back tested it cleanly. Repeated. Consolidated under resistance. Back tested it. Repeated. Amazingly predictive. Amazing. I was looking for a little bit different price action here. We were looking for a little higher move, a little move higher, and then to back test it, which I guess was foolish because this just followed the same pattern it was doing. It came to resistance and then it consolidated underneath it, booped up, back tested it, and moved up to the next one. Now, if we're going to follow that pattern, this is probably what we would see. Pretty cool. Patterns are everywhere. Patterns are power. Knowledge is power. Look at the 15. Never look at the 15 on really anything, but we'll do that today for Ethereum because all these time frames look solid. All these time frames look solid. Unfortunately, indicators aren't going to be able to predict people's satisfaction or disappointment with the upgrade. Unfortunately, would be nice. But it is what it is. We take all the signals we can. Spam the shills instead of saying them. 15-minute every time frame. Now I'm getting a little suspicious. Get a little suspicious. It's almost too bullish. Every time frame we've looked at it looks solid. Same thing on the 15. Highs and lows coming up on money flow. That could change, but it hasn't changed yet. You even see some battling going on here in the last few candles on our momentum. I think it's moving for another move to the upside. We see VWAP has a higher high after making a higher low. To me, that suggests up. Dang. Ethereum. Here, so I can't really find anything bearish to say about it, and that disappoints me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull up Ethereum. I'm going to pull up ETHBTC. And if ETHBTC looks awesome, then I don't even know. I don't even know what to say then. Then it's like everything's great. Let's put ETH in the title. There we go. Just add that in gracefully. Just sneak it in. One crap. Just put ETH. There we go. Snuck it in. Don't tell anyone. Okay. Okay, so the reason I'm looking at Ethereum BTC is one, yes, we looked at it yesterday, and it was making some progress. It was really, it was definitely making some progress. I was not liking the pattern it was in. This is an ugly pattern. This reminds me of what I was kind of pointing out with DOGE. That descending high, multiple tests to support, and those almost always break to the downside. However, between yesterday and today, we have seen that's no longer the case. We have broken a high. That is a great start. That is a great start to a rally and potentially throwing this ugly pattern behind us. So instead of placing it on the 4-hour, actually let's zoom out quick. Local on the monthly here, 0.72. We have a new value to add. Rare. All right, down to the week real quick. Okay. So we're going to definitely want to see more upside here. Of course, so don't we always? Yes. However, the reason we do, and I am not a huge fan of these in crypto in general, but something to pay attention to here because I haven't heard anyone say anything, is on the Bitcoin pair. So it's valuation against Bitcoin, not against the dollar. We see a potential for August 2nd and July 5th. If we don't push higher, then we can have a double top here on the weekly. That's not great. That would likely play into that ugly pattern that I was talking about. Something tells me it's not going to happen. Not with the way Ethereum USD looks. So let's squish this chart. First potential sign of waning momentum. All right. So basically, I interpret that as if we move higher and we close higher, likely just higher than 0.658, then we're looking for the upside. This will close waning. Everything will line up. And I think we go for a test of the highs around 0.77. If we don't, this rolls back over and things look ugly again. I don't think that's the likely scenario, though. Where are we in relation to our 20? The heck is this? Multiple exponential moving average? What is this witchery? Soaring above the 20. That's a solid start. Solid start. 20 and 50 looking to cross bullishly below after backtesting yesterday on the 100. I can't say anything bad about Ethereum. It just looks good. It just looks good. Don't have any divergence. Don't have bullish or bearish, really. You can argue bearish here on the side, but I wouldn't. Daily support 0,666. There we go. Here's in my opinion where I'd look to enter for the lulls and for the charts. 666. Yesterday's, not yesterday's, but the seconds open. Daily local support there. If we see selling from 0,688, you're gonna hope you hold it there. That'd be solid. Momentum's coming up on our highs, lows coming up. Everything looks good, man. Jeez. I'm trying to remain biased. Or unbiased. I'm trying to remain biased. I'm trying to remain unbiased, but that's what I said a minute ago. Who knows how long. So I said it a little bit ago. It's like almost too perfect. That's why I wanted to look at the Bitcoin pair. Bitcoin pair looks good too. Other than that potential weekly double top, everything's cruising. All these time frames are cruising. Tom Cruising crown. Even on the daily money. Jeez. All right, well, I'm sold. Ethereum looks bullish. Highs coming up, lows coming up. Extends out. Money flow. Lows moved up. VWAP moved up. Mang. And you didn't exceed the previous low. This whole chart looks solid. Higher high. Higher low. Jeez. Do with that what you will. Do with that what you will. I was trying to keep us a little based, but nope. Nope, can't do it. Just be careful. Like I said, with these releases, with these upgrades, you're not just meeting expectations of what they promise. You're meeting speculators' expectations, which I would say is impossible to meet. Wow. Maybe people are hyped on this. It looks like it. The chart looks like people are. Bearish divergence on the 4-hour potentially forming unless we see that move up again. Honestly, at this point, I don't see why you wouldn't bet on that. Or why I would not bet on that. You are right at resistance, so taking a long here is a little crazy. I think that 0,666 line looks pretty ripe. Looks pretty ripe for it. If we see a retracement to that level. And that, of course, would be a very scalpy, very short-term position. Very short-term position. And as always, not financial advice. This is just my opinion and what I'm seeing on the charts. All right, man. Wow. Like you even finally broke your trend. Like check this. On ETHBTC, this is another reason why you don't want to see that double top, is you just broke through that trend line from back here. Don't want to fall back in. That would not be fun. Has potential. Let's see how this upgrade goes. Down. Excellent. Excellent. Let's check back here quick with Bitcoin. Closed the last hourly while we were looking at all those other coins. Closed the last hourly above the 100 daily. Let's see how it looks on the daily chart. Yep. Still visible there. Still above. And we're just chilling. Great. Great. Wonderful. Wonderful. Oh well, let's go back to the chat. There we are. Now we're not really at the point where we would start looking for extensions and measured moves, but I'll put them up there just in case. Let's make this graph a little more informative. Three hours, 50 minutes to go. And it's looking less and less like this is going to be the path we take, which I'm actually totally cool with. I'd rather be wrong here. Rather be wrong. Does seem kind of like a random spot to bounce, honestly. Like, if you look to the left for support on the daily, It's like, did it even touch that? Not quite. Not quite. Just barely didn't. Definitely within the margin of error, but we see 37.5 instead of high 37.4s. I really am struggling to find exactly kind of like a literal close and open there. I don't think there is one. Unless it's on like the week. Nope. Don't know. Markets are random at times. Here we go. All right, let's pull up the chat. How you guys feeling today? Tell me how you feeling. Aiden Chan, what is this song? This is Tier 56 by Ali J. Not G, Ali J. Tier 56. Dot gonna make them. Did I even look at Dot? Wait, Dot wasn't on here, was it? I don't even know, dude. No, it's not. But I have Dot pulled up, so I'll pull it up. Screw it. Our Dot projection, prediction, whatever you want to call it, still on course. It got a little sketchy there yesterday. Got a little sketchy. It did. Still on course. Looks to have bounced off of this daily here, 1682. Yeah, there we are. And looking to close Dot above 1842. There are many, many, many coins right now looking to close bullish engulfed on many time frames. It's confidence building in the whole market. For me, I'm still looking for that same target on Dot. You guys know I don't really change my targets. However, a more conservative look, still kind of looking around that same target. Funny. We'll go back. Here we are. Yeah. Dot's still looking good. Let's add some indicators on here. Little fake out to the downside on the daily for Dot in the last 2 days, and we see that's recovered. I think we're going to see that money flow roll over to the positive side, and that likely going to bring us to our target. I'll take it. Close is important here for Dot as well after yesterday's candle close with waning momentum. Really want to see it pick it back up, and I think it will. I think that's very likely. We see just 1 day out of how many candles? 11 increasing momentum candles in a row. We had a what I'll call a fake out, even though we won't be able to confirm that till today ends, with waning momentum, and then it picks right back up. What I kind of imagine that is it's bots or whatever, actors, whales, manipulating and kind of just messing with indicators, trying to get algorithms, trying to get, mostly probably other bots to take the wrong side of a trade. And you better believe there are bots out there that literally just watch this. They go, did it close with positive momentum? If the answer is yes, stay long. And then repeat until someone comes along, fakes them out, gets them to sell, and then pushes it back up. Absolutely. That's just trickeries. Market trickery. Market shenanigans, some would say. I wouldn't say. I don't use that word. Shenanigans, it's too vulgar of a word for this family show. If you were looking to ditch your position early, I think 23.57 would be where I'd look. It's right below weekly resistance. And this is if you're looking to ditch it. If you're wanting to play this more conservatively, or you don't have a great position, a strong position, if you entered late. Potential long close. There we go. Let's do that. Just to remind me. Looks good though. Weekly has been rolling over with Bitcoin, it seems. Doesn't really have many positive momentum weeklies. VWAP's back over. This is the shape the whole market was in as of like mid-January or mid-July. This is like everywhere. And people, I don't know, I gotta stop ranting about this. It just blows my mind that all the TAs on YouTube were looking at this, and I'm not saying about DOT, but like the whole market. This is the market shape that everything has had, right? They were looking at this and saying it's gonna dump. This is what they were calling. Something like this. What? I've never seen a market move that way. It's just me. I only really look at crypto, so maybe I've never just seen crypto move that way. Almost back to our high at 1990. Why are my alerts not working? I'm going to set an alert just under 20 bucks for DOT. If you're watching it, I would set that as well. That is alert advice, by the way. That's alert advice. That I'm allowed to give. 4 hours solid. 12 hour, ooh, 12 hour, a little sketchy. A little sketchy. What do we have to see here? 3 hours. Dude, everything is saying that this close today is going to be big. Like every coin. No. Why? Reset settings. No. God. I've saved this so many times. I don't know why it unsaves. Okay. 2286 for the 100 and the 200 daily for DOT sitting right at our target 2690. Yeah. This is going to be epic. You know what I'm also going to do? I'm also going to set an alert here for ETH. I didn't do this. I'm going to set it about here, 067. And I'm going to write ETHBTC falling back under trend. There we go. So if that goes off, I know that Ethereum Bitcoin has sold off below its descending high trend and potentially rejected from that double top. We'll see. I don't think that's likely. I just want to be aware. And I'm going to set this actually on Ethereum as well, on USD. I'm going to set this as well. I'll take this one from here though, 2655. ETHUSD falling. There we go. And then one more at 2443. ETHUSD. New local low. Okay, cool. Done. Womp. Bitcoin, why are you being boring now? It's because I went live. When did I go live? I bet you can like trace it back to the minute candle of when I went live to when Bitcoin stopped being interesting. It's 421. Yo, Mr. Casper. My friend. How you doing, bro? Thanks for the super chat. Very friendly of you. Good to have you, dude. I hope I didn't ruin your surprise. Well, no, you had already published it. But people were talking about you the other day when I reached out, and they were saying you did a face reveal, and I didn't know, and so I had to go look it up. I thought you would have like a monster beard, and I kind of imagined you to be like more of a lumberjack. I don't know why. But yeah, I'm happy for you, man. I don't know if it's freeing or if it's stressful revealing your face. I'm glad I just started with a day one. But it's good to have you. Maybe next time. Does that mean next time you could be on camera with me? We could have video and audio. That'd be cool. Wait. Jason, does he have a wrench? Did I give you a wrench, Jason? I don't think I can wrench you through. Oh, no. No. Don't report it. What the heck? Oh, no. You got a wrench. Good. Well, I don't know. Oh, there he is. It's freeing and stressful. Yeah, dude. There it is. That's a verbal promise. Sweet, man. I look forward to it. Yeah, I have to get back to a bunch of people, but so basically from the 15th on of this month is when I'm able to do stuff like all the collabs and things that I Promise people we do. So sometime towards the end of the month, man, love to have you on again. FOMO into that like button. The bot slayer. Yeah, this is a rising channel, man. Williams, this is definitely a rising channel. Definitely. Definitely. No other way to look at it. At least on the 15-minute. When we look at it not on the 15-minute, though, it's not quite so much a rising channel. 4-hour, it's really just up. 12-hour, literally just up. This looks like a retracement. Falling wedge retracement. See? See how it's visible here, this falling wedge? Not visible. We'll see. We'll see. On lower time frames, absolutely correct. And that might suggest that, well, maybe we look for like a retracement here. I don't know. No. Yeah, 618. 618, sitting right here at the previous low. That wouldn't be a bad spot to be looking at if we do. If we do. Right around there. That's spicy. Measured move to the downside here. So if we do see rejection from the 100 and then we see 37.5 broken, I'd probably be looking 35.3 right where we were looking before. Spicy. Spicy spices. Like I was saying earlier, this is the technical trade. If you want to trade technically, technical trade, if you want to trade technicals, you'd probably look for a short here. 100 daily. Rejection from it's possible, and it would be a very solid position if you caught it. I'm not taking the trade. Nope. Although I wish everyone who is the best of luck. Not for me. There we go. Wait, days, hours. Spicy. Spicy close. So what would be awesome is if we close above that 100. So this is looking at the bullish side again. If we close that 100 and we see it run to the 220 daily, we could have a very, very tricky fake out on momentum coming. It's slowly trended down, and you know what? I might even be ballsy. Might even have the confidence to say I think this is what happens. Probability wise, I think there's a really low probability to bet on, typically. But if you look at the weekly, man, check out the weekly, and all of a sudden it's not that crazy. It's not that crazy. That would line up. If we saw the daily fake out here go back positive again, that would line up with that weekly rolling over. About time now, right? Oh, there's a value on our chart that we're missing, and I feel like a scrub for not having it. 40K. Weekly open. It's always going to be an important factor. Would you look at that? Right back to the weekly open. That's where we are. That's where the 100 daily is. What a surprise. What a surprise, Bitcoin. There we go. Literally back to the weekly open. Right back. Right where the 100 daily is. That's why the technical would be to short. Daily open. 100 daily. I'm just not doing it. Third proverb. TC stream rising channel 2. But this one only up. Moses. What's up, man? How you doing, Moses? It's good to see you back. When are we going to be on ETB again? I actually was offered to be on tomorrow. But I did not accept. I didn't accept or deny. I need to actually email them back. Good point. I'm going to make sure I do that. I was offered to be on tomorrow. I don't think I'm going to be on tomorrow. But I'll get that hammered down. I'll get that hammered down. I'm gonna let you guys know before the end of the month. And probably be on twice before the end of the month. I'm gonna open the email now so I have it ready. Cool. We'll see how I'm feeling. I'm actually, after this episode, going to go get my second dose of the Pfizer. So we'll see how I'm going tomorrow. We'll see how I'm feeling tomorrow. I'm feeling great for some reason. Yeah, maybe I will. Maybe I'll go on. Make crypto boring again? No, I like it spicy. 12-hour BTC, could that be a lower high? I mean, yeah, if it doesn't go anywhere. If it doesn't go anywhere, yeah. But you really, and I know that, so I know every trader, myself included, when you start trading, it's instinctive to use the current candle. And you say, oh, the lower high. Oh, it's, rejecting from daily open, something. Weekly open, something like that. But you can't. You just can never count a candle until it's closed. And that even goes for if, it's a daily candle and you're in the last, hour. You're more confident than, I don't know, the first hour of the day. But you can't count them till they're closed. So could that be a lower high? Yeah, of course it could be. But we have 3 hours to go. In 3 hours, this candle could be down here, or this candle could be up here. You know what I mean? It's everyone does it though. We all our brains go there. It's no, this is what I have to work with now, so I want to use it. It's just a trap. I'll go far enough to say that almost every candle on every time frame in Bitcoin will trade intra-candle in the wrong direction. I mean, that's actually pretty, you can see it. These are 4 hours. Every single one has a wick on top and on bottom, so except for one. But basically, by definition, traded in the wrong direction at one point, no matter what direction it was. And so you have to really hold yourself back from it, because it makes sense to say, oh, there's only this much time left, so that means I think that it's good. But you'll find that into those closes, especially the ones that look like you can start counting them. July was a great example. Back here, July 20th, you could say, man, there's only 10 days left in the month. We know what's going to happen, right? Look at this terrible chart. And the chart was bearish. Nothing was bullish about it. You could have said, and that I'm sure many people did, got trapped. But then in the last 10 days of July, literally the last 10 days in a row, it would have caught you. It's a great learning lesson for anyone who's a new trader, because we all want to do it. It would be nice. 3.5 hours. So this candle, the shape it is, this little doji, whatever, is just irrelevant. In fact, I commonly do this. I commonly say, just don't even look at it. Look at what's happened. And if you have to, then zoom in. Zoom in and look at closed candles. Yeah. Good rant, sir. But yeah, you're right. Could be. We just don't know. We don't know till it's closed. It is certainly not the highest point. What's up, Ernest of Gaia? Nicholas Biesler, Jason Roberts, Kamikaze. You're the one who asked that. Welcome. Ryan Williams, good point as well. Lower time frames, definitely less reliable. Across the board. You see something bullish or bearish on a small time frame, it's only likely, I made this up, so this is not, I don't know, something that's written in stone, but I like to say candles, when you see divergence or you see a signal, typically you see that play out within maybe 7 to 10 candles. So if it's on the hourly, you wouldn't really be looking for anything past maybe 7 hours. And that might even be too far. If it's on the daily, you're really not looking even past then maybe a week. And you're also prepared to wait. You see something on the daily, it could take a week for it to respond. 300 people watching, like button. Do we have 300 watching? We had 600 the other day. We have 400 watching. Welcome, everybody. 400 watching. Welcome. It's great to have new faces here. For the last 2 months, there weren't really any new faces. Just those handsome old faces, but we like those too. If you're new, guys, please smash that like button. I know it's typical, cliche, whatever, annoying to say, but it is important. YouTube cares about them. Please do that. Please smash the likes. Please smash the likes and the subscribes. I'm getting all word salad up. And actually, in order to incentivize that, let's see. Subham Sainga, welcome. Thank you for subscribing. Maxime Florizone and Edgar Carvalho. Welcome, guys. Good to have you. Hopefully, you've also joined the Discord. We get shadow banned on the regular. And by being in Discord, you can fight the man. And you'll always be able to find our streams. Fight the man. Yeah. Yeah. What's up? Yeah, keep an eye on time because I have an appointment. Not for a while, though. Eddie Seller. When Eddie says sell, means sell love. Eddie Seller, are you always selling? It's your last name. I imagine it's difficult for you to not be. I'm not taking that trade either, Ecombs, but I think it's one that someone could make. I think it's one that someone could profit from. And it's really just in response to this. People wanted to short all of this. They kept shorting it. Why would you short this? You're shorting red. Don't short red. Short green. Now we're green. Now we're at a place where rejection is possible. Well, it was always possible. We're at a point where it is probable to see rejection. It's a huge moving average. You can have a tight stop. It's just a good trade. But good trades don't always work. They're probabilistic as well. Maybe this trade, maybe it's a 52% probability of winning and a 48% probability of losing. But that's still a good trade. You're beating 50-50. ADA getting close to smart contract time, and it's showing strength. I really think it's moving up to $1.46, which isn't a huge move, but it's an important move. It's got to start breaking highs. It's got to start putting in higher highs. That 20 and 200 daily moving average are giving me lots of confidence in that. Lots. Oh, yeah. Oh, absolutely. And the 20 weeklies right there. Yeah, I think ADA is all but going to $1.41. I don't know what happens after that. No guarantees in trading, but that's as close as they come. Back under the 100. Boo. Boo. Let's see here. Sham Sunder, man, we went through ETHUSD a lot. There you go. Put it back up for you. Bitcoin isn't moving either. Put it on the daily. Or on the hourly. It's consolidating. Is he going to talk about ETH improved to 2021? Welcome. Yeah, I was talking about ETH. I probably spent 30 minutes on the ETH chart. I don't know. You guys can tell me how long. I lose track. We talked in depth. We went over ETHUSD on like every time frame, and then we went over ETHBTC pair as well. So yes, I'll pull it back up. I know people are psyched about this today, so let's just, you know what? Let's do this. Why not? I don't know what chart this is. Actually, I like that one trend line. I'll keep that one. Keep that one. Nope. Not letting me mass delete. Actually, you guys might be right. ETH is probably the one to watch right now. That thing. Chart looks great. And now it's getting spicy, moving back up to 2,700. Ooh, boys. Let me just fix up Bitcoin here real quick so that we can have both up. It's a special extravaganza. Extravaganza. Let's do it like that. I do want the monthly open because that's important. There we go. There we go. There we go. All right. Let's take it like that. Poor man's chart. So you have Ethereum on the left here. I'll switch them because you probably can't even see it. Ethereum on the right. Bitcoin on the left. I am a chartist, not an artist. There we go. That's good enough. Let's throw the moving averages on here too. Good, good. Yeah, 200 daily. Yep, good, good. Just fixing this up. I don't know what to do. Now, where was the daily open to? Last one. And that was the daily open. Something seems different. Oh well. Here we go. Now we got both on the 1 hour. Here's some interesting, I don't know, little tidbits. Bitcoin right now, as it's testing the 100 daily, right? Testing the 100 daily. Also the 200 hourly moving average. Those are different moving averages, so the fact that they're right on top of each other is unusual, but not impossible. But look at Ethereum. Ethereum's 200 hourly. It is way above. Bitcoin just retouching it. Ethereum way above. That shows, at least at this moment, Ethereum has been cooking with a little more firepower. I would agree, especially with the way the chart looks right now. This is the daily. Yeah, 40,050. I'm surprised. I'm really surprised Bitcoin didn't just move past the 100. This would have been bad, but I could have seen that happening. Could have seen that happening at 40.50, 40.5. Just to blow through and then a rejection. That would probably be the bearish take. The longer it chills here, more likely just to move to the upside. All right. There we are. Okay, done. Yep, my phone's dinging. Oh, wow. Well, maybe I'm not going. Whoa, that's weird. Just got a alert on my phone about my appointment today. Me and the lady were gonna go, and apparently hers was canceled. Mine doesn't say canceled, I don't know. Oh, you guys want to see something I made? Ooh. I posted this all over the place, so you probably did see it. What do you guys think? Would you play this game? Would you play Crypto Crush, sponsored by Tom Crown? Would you play it? I'd play it. To the moon. I spent an embarrassing amount of time on this today. I think it looks okay, though. I think it looks good. Don't steal that idea. I already stole it. You're not allowed to steal it. You can't steal it again. What's up, Tim Miller? Beer Bash, Juicy Gaming. Good to have you guys. Thanks for subscribing. We are live here every day. Looking at the latest and greatest in TA. Looking at it in any angle. Looking at any angle. To try to get an edge. Let's hope everybody rejoins us in the future. We're still streaming now, but in the future streams. Best way to do that being in Discord. There's no Crypto Crush exactly, Patrick, but wouldn't you play it? Well, yeah, Moses. Well, James, I'm thinking that that's not impossible. It's not impossible that it could be like you win dust, you know? Like crypto dust. Just like pennies of stuff. Aston Cutter. Plug your hedge fund. Hedge fund? I don't know. I don't know if I can legally do that. What's up, real estate? Good to see you, bro. Jenny C, welcome back. Patrick Smoltz, of course. I think the blast through scenario here at the 100 daily would not be ideal. Blast through meaning trade above intraday, sell back below, settle below. Maybe. Even worse would be settle not bullish engulfing. I would like to see it maybe just close here or close above it. Then I think we get a little selling the next day. Maybe not a lot of volatility. Maybe just stays there. And then we can work our way up. That's what I'd like to see. Work our way up through. And I'd like to see kind of the same thing happen here. Work our way through the 20 weekly. Backtest it, move up. I don't want it to be convincing. I want the rally to be very easily doubted. I want people to be like, that's weak. It's too weak. It's not gonna keep going. And then just to keep going. That's how we get up. That's how we like really move in Bitcoin. What's up, left field? How you doing, Mang? George McTrucken. How you doing, dude? Erica Mango. Who cares? I don't know. Probably no one. Crypto Strategy. How you doing, dude? Flexo's clearly a bot. You on about Bitmart? I don't even know what that is. Probably a scam. Hey Tom, is there a possible rising broadening wedge on the 4-hour? Ethereum looks really solid. What's up, Justice Prevails? How you doing, dude? Ethereum looks really solid. So does it? Let's zoom out. Yeah. Yeah, I can see that. I can see that here. This can really paint either way. You know, I can see the rising broadening here. Here. And that's a fancy pattern. That's a good pattern. I can see that. But then, if you look at it a different way, then you could also say, hey, isn't this maybe a channel? And I couldn't disagree with you. And that would typically break to the downside. I would prefer it is a rising broadening wedge, to be honest. With the way the indicators look, I think that that's probably the better bet. The whole chart looks just like a monster from any time frame. Do I listen to metal? No, not really. I pretty much only listen to EDM. But my best friend plays the guitar. He can shred pretty hard. What's the vortex say? I don't know. Tony Borelli. Crypto face pump death this morning. Could be Crypto face, or could be the EIP is coming out tomorrow. I mean, you know, maybe all of the above. Improved. You got a job working as a door greeter at the Ethereum Corporation. Can you get me an interview? Sad Higeki, how you doing, bro? F dominance, you'll see a bullish chart. I believe that. Anyone here got SMT? Never heard of it. JP Andrews, but good to have you, my friend. Tom Caruso. I love the way CryptoFace says it. Caruso. Your fib rings. Oh my. Oh my fib rings. I am the lord of the fib rings. No, I'm the master of the fib rings. Optical art is the lord of the fib rings. To get our titles correct. Marco, love your TA. Real bro, no BS, keep going. Love you too, man. Love that you watch. I like that sentence. In 1772, BitBoy Crypto sailed the Ocean blue whale. I like it. It almost sounds like it was about to just like rhyme and then it doesn't. I like it. End of 2021, Dogecoin $1,000. Hey man, anything's possible, but I will take any bet against that. Any bet against that. Yeah, that would be quite a difficult feat. Could Doge hit $1 this year? Yeah. Could it hit maybe like this is even on the higher end? Could it hit $5 this year? That's possible. Could it hit $1,000? That's probably not possible. But everything is possible. But that's not probable. It's not in the realm of probability. What are the moons saying, Tony? I have to consult my psychic spirits something first, and then I'll let you know. Short scalp F. That would be very interesting. That'd be very interesting to try. Snapshots. Can you check divergence pattern RSI? Actually, funny you bring it up. We looked at this in the beginning of the episode. Funny. So you have bearish divergence on your highs, and you have bullish divergence on your lows. It's kind of a conflicting, mixed signal. But you know what? I think we can say if that pattern that we saw on Ethereum is a rising ascending wedge, then on the 15-minute, this could be as well. This could be as well. Something like this. I think that Ethereum and Bitcoin are likely, whatever happens here today, likely to trend in the same. Meaning if Bitcoin gets rejected here at the 100, probably see Ethereum get rejected at the 100. Or get rejected, not at the 100. Where are my words? Bitcoin rejected at 100, Ethereum rejected at 27. It's likely. Whole market moves together. Anyway, I don't know why people are convinced that it doesn't, and I don't know why people are convinced that it has to be, it can't be that way. Like, it has to change in order for like their coin or something to do well. None of that's true. None of that's true. Man, Ethereum kind of wimping out on us here. Not really in a price action sense of like weakness, but it was moving up, it retested that high, and now it's kind of chilling. I was hoping for some more spice. Yeah, true that. The older I get, the less Fs I give, yeah. Well, you run out of them. At one point, you're out of Fs. Peter Samuelov. What's up, dude? Not ignoring you. How you doing? Royal Gamers, how are you doing, man? Good to have you back. Yeah, it's just a small infinite percent. It's just a very tiny infinite percent, and that's all I'm asking for. What does it say? It says bullish divergence on lows, bullish divergence on our lows, bearish divergence on our highs. It's conflicting. It's not really giving us much. Ooh, nearly. $4 though. 4 hour to me. The 4 hour, in my eyes, looks like it's not too interested in moving today on Bitcoin, which likely leads to the close right at the 100, kind of like what we're looking for. Is what it is. Is what it is. But I will say, even though it does look like it's gonna just chill out here today, today ends in 3 hours. And the 4 hours looking solid. We were waiting for this rollover. We were thinking it was gonna bring us lower, but Bear's unable to really bring the price down, it seems. Now we're at the 100. Bears don't seem to be able to defend it. I aren't seeing tons of selling. And we're seeing the 4 hour roll back over. Saw it roll to the negative and now spending almost no time there, looking to roll back to positive again on money flow. Not bad. Not bad. Oh man. See what you guys are talking about. Who else here? If you're here, raise your hand. If you are raising your hand now at home alone, now you can be my friend. You're awesome. 400 watching, good numbers again. Everyone's, I feel like there's a lot of anticipation about today. Even though there's not that much going on today. Well, I mean, this is a significant price point. That's undeniable. Undeniable. 100 daily moving average. Above us is 200, sitting at 45k, essentially. Below us, the 20 and 50 had just crossed bullishly. Golden. Sitting about 35. We're right in the middle, right in the inflection point. Could go either way. I'm liking what I see so far. We have 3 hours left. That's plenty of time for anything to happen. But I like what I'm seeing. We haven't gotten visibly rejected from the 100. We traded above it briefly. But we didn't get kind of that selling snap back. I don't know what to call it. We didn't get that. Let's add the 100 back to this chart. There we go. Now we have this blue moving average on our Bitcoin chart is indeed the 100 daily moving average. I don't think Ethereum is necessarily testing any specific daily, is it? I don't think there's anything to pull up there. Ethereum's price action right now seems just very bound to resistance above our daily bullish engulfing point below at 26, and then support at 2300 below that. We do have local daily at 2500. That's also psychological. That might not be a bad spot either for some. And I was wrong. Ethereum in the same condition. Arguably, though, arguably a little better, as it's already closed above the 100, then closed below the 100, which is bad. But now it's back above, right after. So closing up here, especially closing bullish engulf today on Ethereum, looks awesome. The chart looks awesome. I don't usually talk about anything. I don't usually talk about coins this way unless that's what I see. And that's what I see. Ethereum chart looks great. So let's add this to our hourly. Get rid of a bunch of this noise. Yep, 25 right where the 100 is as well. What else do we do? What else do we do? I'll take beer highs. I don't know. That just reloaded. I saw the words beer highs over bull lows. I'll take beer highs, man. They're bull lows. Those beer highs. That sounds like a great drink. Snapshot with the good questions. What do I think will happen tomorrow? So I did touch on this in this stream, but as a live stream, I have to be prepared to repeat things. I don't know. I don't know enough about it. As in, I don't know enough about this specific upgrade. I've had doubts about it for a long time. I don't think it's going to do what they say. I think it's going to do what the developers say, but I don't think it's going to do what people expect. The chart looks really good. Ethereum's chart looks very good on almost any time frame. Chart says good. But I said this before. Let's see if I can say it as elegantly as I did last time. Not specific to ETH, this is just true in crypto overall, is when you have events like this, when you have these upgrades and they're planned and they're scheduled, right? Everyone knows about them. And what happens is, yes, these upgrades can add value to a network. Absolutely. They can make it more efficient. They can add features that add value to the user experience, etc. Yes, that is not just possible, but commonly happens with these. But there's another factor going on as well. And that factor is, before the upgrade, people are aware, and those people begin speculating what value that upgrade is going to bring. And we usually see that reflected in price going up. So it's a double-edged sword. There's positives, but then the negative is, once it actually publishes, once it actually forks, now it has to not only kind of live up to the expectations of what was promised by the developers, but it has to then also live up to the expectations of these kind of speculators who have probably no idea actually what it promised, but in their head, they've come up with something. They've probably heard the words burn, tokens, deflation. Guys, I have very little to no hope. Actually, I'll say no. I have no hope that this upgrade will make Ethereum deflationary. None. I have very high doubts that it will significantly impact gas fees. That's it. Those are my thoughts. It doesn't mean price won't go up, but it's just a careful. It's a tricky time to trade because you're trading on more than, say, just the chart. You're trading on what people feel and experience afterwards. It could be the best upgrade in the world, but if no one knows, I don't know the details of EIP, but if no one knows what it is, it doesn't make a difference, really, does it? Or it won't make a difference short term, at least. It's weird. But the chart looks bullish. I think she's moving. I think she's going to 2,776. It's weekly resistance. It's not really that far above us, but we were looking for a move previous to this. There's actually something we can do to help us here. Oh, we haven't used in a bit on Ethereum. 29. So I've been long waiting for Bitcoin to hit 45 to 48K and for Ethereum to hit 3. Long waiting meaning since May, around midway through May. If Ethereum can break this 2776, I don't see much in the way of it. I don't see much in the way of it to 3,000. 3,000 is when it gets tricky. It's the same thing for Bitcoin when Bitcoin hits around 45 right now. These prices are good or bad, it's your opinion, but they're not scary. They're not threatening. For Bitcoin, for Ethereum, these prices are scary. They're scary because they have a realistic threat of smacking price. Now, I don't think this is what's going to happen, but in my TA experience, the probability of it happening before those prices hit, very low. Very low. So when we reach them, that's, it's like you can't lose something if you don't have it. If you don't have something, you can't lose it. That's kind of a good, probably, analogy for this. Yeah. I literally don't. There's just no way to know, and I would say, honestly, no one knows. There's not a single person in the world who 100% knows what's going to happen when we get to that price level? Nobody. Because what's going to happen is thousands and thousands and thousands of market participants are all going to, well, let's say thousands and thousands of market participants will begin making orders, market orders. Those market orders will hit stops, which will trigger a cascade of market orders, likely in both directions as price whips around. And at the end of the day, whichever side wins is the direction it's going to go. So I don't think anyone knows. People might think they know. People might have a good idea or high confidence, but nobody actually knows. Nobody. People, in hindsight, will be right, and they'll claim they knew, but they didn't know. Nobody ever knows. It's just not possible to know. Unless you had enough capital to absorb the entire market's movement, guaranteed, with any kind of outlier, no one can know. And not just have it, you have to have it deployed and ready and liquid. Ethereum looks great though. I would love for Ethereum to rip up here. Up to 3,000. I'd love for Bitcoin to rip up 45. I don't believe the bull market is over. I don't think it ever ended. I mean, you zoom out enough, never ended. But I think we see higher highs this year still. I haven't ever gone back on that. Since May, I haven't ever gone back on that. I was actually expecting Bitcoin, and this is from years ago. I had a 2-ish year old prediction that Bitcoin would hit 100K July 21st. It wasn't the most wrong. It wasn't the most wrong call. It certainly was wrong. Did not hit 100K. 65K, that was pretty solid. 65% of the way there before then. But that is when we started moving. I will say this. I wasn't right at the price. But if you look at the 21st of July, I think in hindsight, we will say that was the day that the trend reversed. That's my belief. I don't know the future. That's my belief. Whoa. I'm not a hacker. I don't need that. I know that has nothing to do with hacking. All right. It's just diddling around. Diddling-y doodling. You just froze your hand, Tony. You're my best friend. Like, oh, I just saw these people who are raising their hand. Who said they raised their hand. You're all my best friends. Kirill Gusev. What's up? Ecombs, Tony, Nick, Matt, Ashton, Tony again. You guys are my best friends now. Just so you know. Oh, and Griffin. Griffin W. What's up, man? You raise your hand? Dr. Clowncoin, of course. Let's give him a wrench. You look better in blue, my friend. Sainsbo, Barefoot News. Barefoot News, what kind of news is that? I'm curious. Shem Sundar, what's up, my dude? Black Hodol, 2900th tonight. Tonight? I don't know. If it makes it over 2776, I think that's likely. BTC, pushing the highs. Let's zoom in. Let's zoom into both, because I bet they both move at the same time. That would make sense. Let's get these real zoomed in. There we go. Ethereum on the 5-minute to our right. Bitcoin on the 5 to our left. Bear with me a minute, guys. I gotta stand up. Don't go anywhere. What's up, Calvin Whitney? How you doing? Rene Silva. Zane. The Brain Main. My main. Sidhana Nayar. All you have to do is raise your hand. That was it. I said, if you're here, raise your hand. And then I said, and then you can be my best friend. So, you just raise your hand. What's up, Bangs the Drums? Hendrik. Oh, let me try. Kokulinsky. Sky. Sky? I know you corrected it, and I can't remember. Mike. JV Barcelo. What's up, man? Alan Robin. DB's in the house. Philip. Lucky. Aiden. How you guys doing? All right, I got to stand up for 2 seconds Don't go anywhere. Smash the like buttons and the subscribe buttons if you haven't yet. That's your homework for this brief standing up period. Also your homework, make sure you're in the Discord, verify once you join, just have to click the emoji react. That's it. Check out the Patreon. Alright, give me 2 minutes, guys. Stick around. All right, traders, traitors. Yeah, so the lady's appointment was canceled, but mine wasn't. And so unfortunately, we're going to have to go there early and figure this out. Hate to do it. You guys know I've been streaming for like a few hours the last few days. I'm going to pick it back up tomorrow, provided I'm not in a coma from it, or not in a coma, sick, feeling crappy. I don't know how it'll affect me. We'll be streaming again. So hopefully you guys have liked and subscribed. Get in the Discord. Check out the Patreon. Great time. Great time to check out the Patreon. Still early in the month. We've had... Actually, I didn't even hit the button because we had a new patron sign up today. Welcome, my friend. Good to have you. Good to have you. Let me see. What was it? It was right. Come on, load. It's weird. It's not showing up on Patreon, but I got an email. Either way, welcome. Welcome. Thank you for signing up. Hopefully we get more people looking to invest in themselves. Check it out. Sign up today, and I will see you guys tomorrow. If it gets really spicy tonight, expect a stream. So, as always, happy trades. Stay bullish. Crown out.